I often talk about how it was so hard to kind of establish a routine here because when something's happening, it's happening and you're there and you're in it. And then things are so spur of the moment. Like you have, like you said, you have a conversation with somebody and that leads to dinner or a drink or whatever it may be. And it's so lovely. So how, in terms of your niche, how do you find the market or the industry for your niche in Italy? Like I know you have your art in galleries across, Europe and other places. So how do you find like Italy specifically?
Well,
and be honest.
Yeah, it's probably not the most booming art market at the moment. I've done a few shows in Rome, done a show in this place here, but definitely most of the shows I've done are kind of London based.
Okay.
But maybe that's because of my contact network and where I studied and people that I still speak to. So that's kind of been my version of it. But I do find that when you want to do something creative here, people are amazing at rallying around and they always go out of their way, always very excited to do something. So it's perhaps a less professional approach, but it's just with such enthusiasm and with such taste as well.
Yeah.
So there's a whole bit of room for people gathering together behind a project creatively, which is really exciting. But yeah, my main market, I would say, is probably elsewhere.
That's awesome. No, I think it's so great that in the creative field, it really can take you anywhere. There's creative minds everywhere. It's been so great, even just walking past showrooms and walking in, people have been so inviting and so welcoming. I remember one of my early experiences with that was literally the first night I was here. I just decided I'm going to go get lost in the city and I'm going to find my way back. And I passed the studio with this older Italian gentleman, and he was refinishing furniture with stain. And it was like one of those places where there was stuff everywhere. And
usually you don't get to see it because it's not open to the public.
Exactly. And so I was on the outside of the window and I was just staring at this. And eventually he walked over and just opened the door and he like pointed to a chair, and he didn't speak a lick of English. At that point I didn't speak a lick of Italian.
But had the passion that you wanted to convey.
Exactly. And I think that's something that creatives share also. Like it's just this appreciation for what we do and this passion that just instantly connects. Like, and there was also a huge age gap there, but we just, I was just admiring, and he could see that. And so I sat there, and eventually he was like mixing stains because he was refinishing something, and he came over to me and he like,
brilliant.
Yeah, he's like, what do you think?
Need language,
like, he just he just pointed to it. He pointed at the piece, and I told him like, what my thoughts were. But that was kind of my early experience. But as kind of the year went on, I've met so many great people, like whether it be silk screen printing, or I actually had the dress I wore for my brother's wedding fabricated here. So I collaborated with Marco from Atelier Firenze, and that was such an incredible experience.
Yeah, because you see it from beginning to end of the project.
Which I love also because, as an interior designer, like everybody was asking me about that process, and I resonated a lot and get a lot of inspiration from fashion.
Yeah.
And so it was so lovely to experience that with him. Also, just people in the trade, whether it be even fabric suppliers, textile suppliers, they've been so great shipping me things,
So you're sourcing a lot of things that you're going to bring back.
I did, yeah. There were textiles, furniture pieces, also Gaetano from Flair. So I actually met him before he started at Fidi, so that was great too. So it's been such a lovely experience, and I think there's just universal language between creatives, no matter where you go in the world. For sure. And it really hit home when I was here. Like I was just like, this is great. Like I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a creative person. It's just, as much as the industry comes with its pitfalls, I think every industry does, but it has so much good, and I really got to experience a lot of that goodness here, so I'm really grateful for that.
That's so cool. I'm so pleased.
So your favorite restaurant?
Oh, I don't know if I should spread the word. Definitely there's a place called Alla Vecchia Bettola. It doesn't look like much from the outside, but it's just wonderful inside, and it's just very typical Tuscan cuisine, and it's just delicious, and it's very much like a family-run affair, and everyone's kind of sat at these wonderful stools and these kind of marble tables, and It's very quick, and it's just lovely. It's a great little atmosphere.
It's great. I should have asked you this question a year ago.
Yeah. You've got time. You've got time.
Got a little bit of time left. Well, thank you so much for your time. This has been lovely. I'm so happy we got to sit down and chat. And so thank you. It was a pleasure getting to know you and meeting you. And I hope we keep in touch.
Yeah, for sure. Good luck.